because I refuse to not be first.
Do we do enough? Well, I never shut up about it.
It must have been about 16, 17. We nicked their gilt rings. Right, the bouncers' gilt rings.
This is no good for me. That's the reality. If you want the honest truth, and I see it every day.
This is KUGAN CASSIUS Rifle TV. We're at the Round 10 Boxing Club here in Dubai. I'm joined by Jack Catterall. Just in some great sparring between you and Cameron Vong. How was it?
Yeah, good. Really good. Cameron's been in camp with us for a couple of weeks now, and I'm getting good work out of him. He's joined the stable. It's in-house sparring, but he's been making his debut in 3 weeks' time, and I'm excited to watch his career unfold.
Yeah. Obviously, Sam Jones says he's a huge talent. I've seen bits of him as an amateur, but you think as a pro that he can really kind of cut it and deliver what he's meant to?
Yeah, I'm impressed with what I've seen so far. Like I said, he's settling into the gym. It's been 3 or 4 weeks now. We've been sparring well, and he's under great management with Sam and under Jamie Moore. So I'm excited for his debut and to see what these next couple of years unfold for him.
Your camp, you're fully into it now, obviously ahead of October 21st in Liverpool against Jorge Linares. So yeah, everything going well?
Everything's going good. Like I said, we've come out here for kind of break the training up. We're more than halfway through camp now, so for me and especially Chantel, we're in the gym every day. It's nice to have that break. It's nice and warm out here. It's a different surrounding, different environment, and I think when we get back on, we'll all have that extra spring in our step, ready to go and smash it.
So we all know about Jorge Linares, obviously a very experienced and seasoned fighter that we're guessing is going to come to bring it. I mean, we know his style. What's the benefit of a win over Jorge Linares for you right now in your career?
Like you said, I expect him to bring it. I mean, I don't read into it too much. I've been following his social media. He looks fired up. I know he's in the gym with Salas in Vegas preparing well, so I'm expecting a good version of Linares. But for me, he's a future Hall of Famer. He's a 3-weight world champion. He's a fighter that we've all watched over the last 2 decades or more. So it's exciting, and not only that, he's in America. He's a household name in America. He's been in with the who's who. So for me, a win kind of puts me in that position then to keep on reaching for them world titles.
I know obviously you're focused on October 21st, but you know, as you get interviewed in the lead up to this, you're going to be asked questions that kind of divert away from that. Obviously you're focused on that, but you know, the media are going to ask you questions about other fights, etc., etc. But are you sick of talking about this Josh Taylor thing or not? You
know what, yeah, it doesn't really bother me. Like I've said to the team, to everyone in camp, that and we all know nothing really matters unless I beat Jorge Linares. A win is everything for me on October the 21st. I understand as a manager, as a trainer, as a promoter, you've got to have a path, a career path and plans for the future, so I'll let them worry about that, and I'll just be ready for October the 21st.
It's the most diplomatic answer I think I've heard. But yeah, obviously...
You've seen it too many times, people get carried away talking about beat this guy and get to fight this guy, and that's all well and good, and I know that I'm in a division with there's a lot of exciting fights to be made, but right now I've got a laser sharp focus. Jorge Linares, I've got to beat him, and then after that I'll be excited to talk about which fights I'd like to be involved in and who we can fight next.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's bring in Sam actually. Sam, come and sit down here, because I want to involve you into this. Come and sit. Right. Perfect. You're perfect where you are. There we go. Talking to him, obviously fully focused on October 21st. I have mentioned the name of Josh Taylor to him. Doesn't really even want to talk about that. Obviously, he's focused on October 21st, and you can't blame him for that. But you, as you know, the mouthpiece, etc., and planning. No, hold on a minute. Planning, obviously, for not just Linares, but obviously after that as well. I'm sure we spoke the other day. You know exactly what you want. He comes through that Linares fight.
Yeah, look, he wants to win a world title, Jack. He wants to fight for world titles, but he's also very aware of what the fans want. It's like there's in boxing, when fans want a fight, I think you should do whatever it takes to give him the fight. And as long as it makes financial sense and it means it, but it's always going to sell well, isn't it? The fight, it's always going to sell well. The fight between us, they genuinely can't stand each other. So a fight like that with a lot of bad blood, it's always going to sell. And everyone will watch it. But from my experience with being in camp with someone as great as Linares, and people can say, oh, he's lost a few fights, whatever. Jack has to concentrate on getting the job done there first. Otherwise, nothing else fucking matters, does it? Because boxing is snakes and ladders. So we want Jack to climb up the ladder, not down the snake. Not down the snake.
In your opinion, and we know like this has obviously gone on for quite some time with
You're trying to
Sarka.
get me, aren't you?
No, I'm not. I'm
So
asking you a
listen,
question.
Josh. Yeah, so that's
I'm not asking you to do that. No, I know when the fight eventually does get announced. I know that. No, but you'll probably wind Josh Taylor up more so than Jack will in that build-up. So, yeah.
Well, well,
I'm only guessing.
Well, listen. Well, he started on me, didn't he, on Twitter about 3 months ago, on a tweet I posted 3 months ago while he was on his honeymoon, which I felt a bit weird, but it is what it is. He obviously doesn't like me very much. I like Josh. I think he's been a fantastic fighter. He's on a poor run of form at the moment, and hopefully, well, if it is to be Jack next, it'll be 3 losses in a row, won't it? So it is what it is.
But Eddie Hearn still talks about that fight, so is that something that...
Yeah, look, Eddie wants fights that make sense, and Jack against Josh Taylor, it will be Catterall Taylor this time, and it will be hopefully in Manchester, which I think Jack deserves if and when he gets through Linares, which we expect him to do. But it's hard because we're talking about a fight that he's preparing very hard for now with Linares, and listen, Jack's knows the game inside out. He's been involved in big fights now, and he's been ranked at #1 in the WA. He knows how boxing works. You win that fight, there's massive fights there. You lose it, it's all the way back. There's a lot of work to be done to get back to where he is. So full focus on Jorge Linares, El Gato against El Nino.
Something I did ask Jack about at this stage of Jack's career, what's the benefit of a win over Jorge Linares? So I'll ask you the same question.
Look, Jack is not going to turn down. Eddie mentioned a few names to me, and I looked at what would really benefit Jack, and the other names are, you present to Jack, you think, God, like, what does that really do? What does that do for career? People say, oh, what will that do for Jack's career? But we've watched Linares over the years come over to the UK, win every single time. I was there when he boxed Kevin Mitchell at the O2 Arena.
Great fight.
Yeah, great fight. I was at Inglewood when he beat Luke Campbell. This fight for Jack, people know Linares. You looked at the interest of the fight. Yeah, the fight took a bit of stick, but it's also, there's a lot of people also very interested in the fight, and over that side of the pond as well. That's what you want for appeal for Jack. And then you've got Devon Haney fighting Regis Prograis as well, which is I'm sure Jack might be ringside to be watching that, 'cause it's all in his division. You look at Devon Haney moving up, Ryan Garcia, the Hara Davies situation. There's so many great fights there for Jack, but Jorge Linares, 21st of October. Stop trying to bait me out.
We'll stop talking about it. You're the one that keeps mentioning
You
it.
just brought me in here to say...
Because you were there. I felt like you was a bit of a sidecar, Sam.
Yeah, I'll be in there, yeah.
Let me ask your opinion. Let's come away from you guys and the 21st. What do you make of this stuff on social media at the moment between O'Hara Davies and Tony Bellew? Because it's like, it's a bit...
It's a bit weird, isn't it? Just like I mean, O'Hara's dry humour is quite funny. Jack probably won't agree with me, but he's quite a funny bastard, isn't he, O'Hara? And Bellew's quite serious. I don't know what will happen if them two just kind of bumped each other at a show.
I'm actually curious to know, like, what's actually going to happen? Because
I don't know. There's never going to be a fight, is there, between the two of them? There's a bit of a weight difference. So yeah.
Jack, any thoughts on O'Hara versus Bellew?
Yeah, I think O'Hara just needs to stay out his way, doesn't he? I think Bellew will light him up. I don't think Hara will back down either, will he? He'll probably walk straight onto it.
You know when he tweeted and went, "I wish you was my weight." That tweet, I was like,
yeah, it's listen, that's O'Hara's game, and Tony's bang up for it as well. But I think it'd be a different story if they bumped into each other.
It'd be a serious misfits card, that was, wouldn't it? And a real fucking weight. Catch weight, But no, O'Hara's done well, mate. He's going to be, looks like he's going to be fighting for a world title. So you look at back when Jack beat him, and Jack's going to have, listen, you never know what's going to happen in boxing, but they're all O'Hara's in the same weight as Jack. If he brings a world title to the table, that fight's going to be a great fight down the line. But like I keep saying, Linares first. I'll deal with what I need to deal with Matchroom in the background. Jack's got to get the job done. And also, listen, there's no shying away from it. There's pressure on Jack as well, because people say, oh, Linares is coming towards the end of his career. People are expecting a lot of Jack, but the good thing about him is he expects a lot of himself, and I think he'll deal with Linares in great fashion as well.
Not long. I think it's 6 weeks now until that.
5 weeks Saturday.
5 weeks Saturday.
Yeah.
All right, well listen, Jack, let me just say, Sam just ruined the shot there by moving out of it. But we've got you back in, Jack. Jack, have you got anything else you'd like to add before we finish, mate?
No, just thanks for the support. Again, it's been there's been a lot of support for this fight. A lot of tickets being sold, a lot of people coming out to support me. It's been an up and down couple of years. We've got a bit of momentum now. We boxed in May.
Can you stop? You're a child, I swear to God. Go away. You're a child. Sorry, Jack. Take the limelight. I brought you in, gave you a little 3 minutes of fame, and now what? Fucking hell, mate. Jack, sorry, mate. Go away.
This is what we have to deal with. We're trying to be serious out. We're training hard, and we're just surrounded by fucking morons.
On that note, Jack Catterall, well said, and hopefully we'll catch up with you again soon ahead of October 21st. We've kept it professional, Sam. Good man. Thank you.
Nice one.
I swear to God, you're actually like a child. Go away.
Refuse to not be first.
Do we do enough? Well, I never shut up about it.
It must have been about 16, 17. We nicked their guilt rings. Right, the bouncer's guilt ring.
This is no good for me. That's the reality. If you want the honest truth, and I see it every day,